Welcome back, everybody. We have Mr. Michael Apice, he wants, A-P-I-C-E, and he is astounding. He's got credentials, wow, all the way across the world. An illustrator for 17 years. When did you start? When you're 5 or something?
Yeah, a little bit after that.
Okay, and he did work for Simon & Schuster. When you get with a company like that, boy, that's credentials. He did AT&T, the U.S. Navy, Reader's Digest, NASA, muscular dystrophy, the U.S. Navy. Oh my God, the list just keeps right on going. Wow, you retired, made $1 million, and that's it?
Almost.
Oh, okay.
That's what I'm here
so
for.
what are we going to talk about? Your career. What career? What do you do?
I paint mostly for commercial art, some fine art.
Now, who comes up with the idea, you or the client?
The client usually does, especially if it's for a book cover. Obviously, they work with the author, they give me a page summary, and then from there I create sketches.
You go home and cry for a while and say, can I do this, can I do this?
Yeah, I cry until they sign off on the contract.
Really? Now, when they come to see you as an illustrator, do they kind of draw out what they would like to see sometimes?
Usually no. They give me a description, a one-page description of what they want, you know, that it's written out, what a character looks like.
They want to be
that kind of
surprised.
thing. Yeah, and then I do the sketches, you know, that's why they hire me.
So how many sketches do you make? 4
You
or
do
5?
you do a few preliminary sketches. They
Right.
approve one. From there, then you shoot your reference, give them a really detailed drawing, like some of that I have brought.
Okay.
And then you go ahead and paint when they sign off on that. So everything's done in stages. This way, nobody's going to be
okay.
surprised at the end.
Yeah, right. Oh, that's kind of interesting. I thought they would come in and say, well, we're looking for this kind of a concept.
You ponder the canvas.
And here's a little piece there, I'll go make, you know. Okay, now, these are not posters. These are, what, commercial ads, covers for books?
Yeah.
What else?
And for my own self, fine arts that I put in on my own art galleries, not my own, but the shows that I'm in.
What, do you go out and display?
Yes.
Oh, why? You're a millionaire.
Yeah, you know,
No?
I got to let the people see.
Oh, you got to see the work.
Yeah.
All right, well, where do we start with this? Give me something that is from a magazine or something that
Oh, this
people
is
will
from
know.
a magazine, actually.
Okay. Oh, yeah, you got them all framed. There goes the budget. Okay, here you go. I put them on the edge of the chair like this so they're even. All right, now, who's this young lady?
She's actually my sister-in-law.
Oh, okay. Well, that's keeping it. Did she get a residual?
Yeah, she got like one little check, you know? Chinese dinner, that's it.
Was she holding a puppet or a baby?
Yes, it's actually some sort of like a vampire story for a magazine. And in the book, we tinted the blood coming off of him red. But I didn't want to do that on my actual drawing.
Was this a puppet or something?
Yeah, just a little
And
puppet.
she was playing around?
Yeah.
And this was for a movie or?
It's a
for
story in a magazine. So the story is that he's supposed to come alive and do things, yeah.
Oh.
And she's like the main character.
Okay, now how long is this the final one or is this
This
one
is
of them?
this was just a drawing for them. They just commissioned me to do a black and white drawing.
So you got the black and white done.
Yeah.
And then they lay the copy over whatever you want to do?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, so you walk off the scene then as soon as the picture is done?
Yeah, pretty much.
What do you give them? The actual original?
I actually either give them a digital file or a transparency, you know, something that they can scan and use.
But you drew this by hand?
Yes.
So you scanned it. So you keep the
Yes.
original?
Oh, yes. Oh, nobody's, right.
Now, do you copyright this to
Yes.
protect it?
Yes.
Ah, so it's your product?
Yes.
So you can resell it if you want?
Many times as I want, and I do.
Really?
Yeah, so I can make posters, or another company might want to buy it for a cover for a magazine or for a book cover.
That's an excellent.
Yeah.
That's an excellent. We get the glass out of water here because we're going to really
Sure.
massacre this place if we do. Okay, here you go. All right, so that was a book cover.
A magazine.
Or a magazine. Well, now what did you do for AT&T? Show the Telegraph or what?
AT&T, I do a lot of work for them. Mostly it's for their corporate annuals and stuff that nobody will ever see. So I've
You mean those
painted-
big fat thick things I get home? They say, oh, great.
And they
make
try to dress it up with some art.
10 cents per share. Thank you much. Goodbye.
exactly.
All right. All right.
So, you know, painted everything from Japan to
go ahead.
airplanes.
Okay, lift
you
this
know.
up so we know what this
Sure.
is. Is this the right way?
Yes.
Okay. Now, what does this poor young lady do?
This she's one of my angels. I have a whole series of angels that I sell. That these actually come from me.
And how long has this been a problem? You believe in angels?
Much, yeah.
Well, that is the angel's wing up there. Wow.
I make 'em, you know.
Now, this
So
is
they have to
for.
exist.
This is for what?
This is for me. I have this as just a fine art series, and I just do angels. And this is so it's all from my ideas, my writings,
Now-
you know, my
now-
dreams.
Now, how do you
my
meet?
sleep,
How do you meet?
things come
How do you
from
meet
it.
girls like this?
You put an ad out for models.
Oh, you do? Really?
Yeah.
You're not students
It's good
in here?
being an artist.
It's good to be an artist. Okay.
Yeah.
But now, will you sell this?
Yes, this
Okay.
is for
Now,
sale.
now this as the original.
Yes, I sell prints of it, and I'll always be able to sell
this
the
looks
prints
like
of
a
it.
photograph.
But thank you, thank you.
You're
Yeah.
kidding.
No, yeah, it's painting.
That is done by hand?
Yeah, all of this is, everything I did.
Doesn't it look like it's a photograph? Wow. Let me put that one down. That is something. And what's the name of the angel?
That's a Straya.
Yeah, watch the wall.
That's
Watch
good.
out.
Ooh,
Don't knock the guest over the head. All right. Oh, this is not a happy one here.
Yeah, this is for a book cover for Avery Publishing.
Wow, you got the frame is heavier than the picture.
Yeah, because a lot of times I display these.
This is
So
not
it's easy.
anything to do with photography. This is strictly.
No, yeah, it's all painting.
This looks like a Harry Potter type of thing.
Thank you. Yeah, it's that kind of a book. Definitely that kind of a book. Again, they give me a description of main characters and scenery and this and that, and I put together my own ideas based on their synopsis.
Now, now, how did you find this young lady? Did she just show up?
With I use a photographer pretty regularly, and we just hire models so that they have books
So
on
you
books
look-
of models,
books of models.
exactly of the kind of character that we're looking for, and then we see who's available. I have 2 or 3 backups, and you hire them.
Yeah.
They come in for an hour, you take shots of them, or the photographer does, and then I paint from
Now,
that.
do they sign off permanently
Yes,
also?
yes.
In other words, it's a one-time only?
Yeah.
Okay.
Right. They get paid for the day or for the hour.
But now, when
and,
you photograph the girl, you don't project it and copy it. You
I draw it right. I make,
freehand.
Yeah, I make pictures of it first, so I
Yeah.
have pictures to work from. We
Yeah.
light it, so this way it's got exciting lighting on
Yeah.
it. And from there, then I make my drawings, and then I paint.
Now, how much would something like this go for? 94 you did this for, huh?
To sell it,
Yeah.
around 5,000, because I've already been paid for it.
Oh,
for the
would
for
you
the
go to
work
the
of
guy's
the-
house and take it off the wall and bring it here?
Yeah.
All right, let's put it on top here.
If it's not done for me, then it's an illustration.
Oh, yeah,
I don't.
This one looks familiar. Just careful, don't get that. Well, let's do the little tiny one. What's the little tiny one?
She's another one of my angel series,
Okay, let me put that on the edge here for him. Okay.
and it's a drawing.
Why did you get into the angel series?
I have an actual story. It's called Europa's Cry, and it's a story that's coming out. So it's not copywritten yet. It's going through that whole process, but it's trying to. I would love to pitch it to HBO. It's got a. It's a.
It's a television series.
Yeah, it's a pretty edgy treatment.
Look at the detail of that work.
So
Wow,
I'm really
amazing.
building up for that. Character displays and making our own.
Wow.
Treatment, having it done.
Well,
I
so
don't
what's
have
the,
to have
what's
it
the
done.
storyline behind the angels?
Um,
Are they like a Clarence or what?
No, she, no.
Just teasing. Okay.
Yeah. Actually, in my story, she needs to come down and serve man, and she's not happy about it, but she does.
Does the
So
scene
it's-
take place in heaven then?
Yeah. It's very true to biblical beliefs. My biblical beliefs as a Catholic. I don't really
okay.
veer from that.
Okay. Do you believe you have a gardening angel?
A guardian angel? Yeah, I do.
Okay. All right, we'll go for that. Now this looks familiar someplace.
Yeah. This is for another book cover for Cemetery Dance Publishing.
So with what?
Cemetery Dance Publishing.
Cemetery Dance.
Dance. Yeah, right. Very creative.
All right.
Um,
What do we know about this business? Okay.
they are basically a horror publishing house.
That's their total
yeah,
specialty?
pretty much.
Wow.
Yeah, that's all they do.
Now this young lady, is that evil looking or did you help her along?
Yeah, no, I helped her along.
Are you married, single, what?
Yes, I am. I'm married. I got a daughter, Sienna.
Okay.
After the color.
Have she modeled for any of your stuff
No,
yet?
she doesn't want to model for me.
Really?
The people closest to me
It's like
usually
my
don't
son.
want to model for
Like
me.
my son, I had a big job for him to do a commercial, and I said, so all you have to say is this line. He's supposed to have this big blueberry pie in his hand, all messed up, and he says, boy, I love blueberry pie. He wouldn't do that line for all the tea in China. But I says, okay, you missed your career,
Yeah, that's
kid.
it.
All right. Wow. Okay, this must be from the dental people.
Yep.
Yep. Now, what is this for?
This is for another magazine. It was a Scream Queens magazine.
Stream?
So it's a Scream Queens. They're like the B movie actresses. They call them Scream Queens.
You're kidding, I know that.
Yeah, because they're screaming, running from a monster or a vampire or something like that.
And then the idea would be to put the copy all over this.
Exactly.
thing, right?
Yeah, at the top. They left it pretty clean. So it's hinting that obviously there's a vampire woman, very seductive. That was the idea behind it. That you wouldn't mind being bitten.
Okay, so what do you do with all your time? Do you just do these paintings and drawings or what?
No. I got a pretty good life. I hang out a lot. I'm a full-time professor at a college, Briarcliff College on Long Island, New York.
A full-time professor doing what?
Yeah, I'm teaching graphic design. I don't teach painting or drawing. I teach web design.
I mean, electronically, web
Yeah,
on
yeah,
computers.
on the computer. Yeah, all high-end.
Where is that going these days?
Oh, well, everything around you is graphically designed. Your book right there, everything.
I know that even the steel towers now that go up, all the pieces are all laid out on the computer and they're made like a Tinker Toy and put it together.
So the whole world of publishing, advertising, everything is all graphically designed. And web is so big, and real web design is very much in demand. So that's what I teach, and it's excellent. It's very cool. You know, it's another part of the brain.
How many students are in the class?
Around 20 in a basic class. They're around 20. Sometimes a little bit less, sometimes a little bit more.
Now, how do you tell talent from non-talent?
The ones who want to work, the ones who show up, and the ones that don't, you know. It's pretty easy to figure out who's going to make it and who's not. The ones that show up really love it, and those are the ones that really have talent, you know, and desire. And the other ones that kind of just going through it.
Is it 50% of the class or so?
No, I would say more than 50% of the, you know, more like 75% of them really want it, really try, and really, you know, and really do wonderful work.
Have any
out of that, you know, maybe 25% are real superstars, you know. But there's plenty of room in the field.
What do you mean by a superstar?
You know, people that are just outstanding. You know, they're going to walk into a job making $50,000 right off the bat.
Because
you know what I mean? Well, because they're just that much of a go-getter. They're real smart people, and they really want it. They're really talented. They're not afraid to work for it. And you got people that are really talented and don't want to work so hard.
Right.
And they're going to work, you know, middle of the road kind of company and do well.
Yeah.
You know, but and then when they decide that they want more money, then they'll
get the fire underneath their butt.
Exactly.
All right. So then you're a happy man.
Yeah.
Okay, but then when you teach the computer thing, you don't teach anybody how to do this.
No, a lot of them don't even know I paint. You know.
Oh, really?
So when they go on my site and they see it, they're like, I can't believe that you're that guy. You know, I've seen your paintings on this book cover or that book.
Imagine.
Yeah, so they'll, you know, they get excited. And it's always good to hear.
And you hold all the rights.
Yes, except like say for the first right for them to put it on.
Oh yeah, they must say for 1 year or something like that.
Absolutely.
Do they ever have to come back and say, "Gee, we love it so much, we like to keep it"?
Yeah.
And then you negotiate it, 1/3 the price?
Yeah, no. If it's exclusive, it's a lot more than that. Yeah, you can go anywhere with it. You know, but you certainly don't want to give away your work.
No, we don't want to give away. Anyway. Okay.
But most people don't want that. Most of the publishers, they just want the rights to use my image that they've come up with the idea to sell a book or a product, and they need a X amount of time, and that's all they needed. So if I want to make posters of it, you know, God bless. Okay. You know what I mean? They don't really, they're not stingy with it. They want to pay for what they need.
Okay, good.
Economical thing.
So you get residual checks in the mail every day?
Sometimes.
Like
posters.
Like ASCAP and BMI.
Yeah.
Okay, now, you have a convention, would you call it, coming up? What is this?
Yeah, it's the Icon at Stony Brook. It's
what's an icon?
Icon is what we call it. It's the name of the convention. This is Icon 25.
Are you a Star Wars freak?
No, but yes, that's what it's about.
It is?
You know, yes, that's what it's about.
Okay.
I love those shows.
I thought that was a comic book thing.
This is more than a comic book show, much more than a comic book show.
What's there?
They do a lot of gaming, where they do live gaming, where they pretend they're characters. They do card games, like for Wizards of the Coast, which I paint a lot of those cards, and it's just there's a whole gamut of things that are available.
What kind of an audience goes there to see this?
You know what? Everyone from, you know, little kids to mom and pops bringing their whole family. I mean, it's really weird.
And what do you do there?
You know, I'm the curator or the coordinator for the art show at the Stony Brook.
Make sure they all get there and get it right on.
Well, I run the whole art show, so I decide who goes in the art show, hang the art show.
And how many artists show up?
We get about 70. You know, 50 to 70.
Wow.
You know, I have a whole bunch of professionals, and then we cater to a lot of amateurs, as long as they have science fiction and fantasy, as long as they fall into that and there's nothing rude about their work, then they're more than welcome, then I will approve them, and they're more than welcome to hang on my show.
Okay, March 24th, 25th, and 26th?
Yeah.
At Stony Brook College?
At the Stony Brook University.
University.
Yeah.
And what buildings are located in?
In all of them, but
really spread out.
Yeah, they really spread it out. It's the largest science fiction and fantasy convention on the Northeast. It's huge. So, but I'm in the main where you get your badges or you buy your your tickets to get in. That's where my art show is in the back of that. And
So it's
own
good
room.
for young people who want to be artists to go see
Oh,
this?
absolutely. Not only for them to go, they can also display. You know, I really cater to a lot of amateurs.
Okay.
As long as they look good and they're
And they're
trying,
inspiring,
and
they're
it's
willing to
nothing
take a
rude
shot
about
at
their
it.
work, and they fit into the genre, then
Okay.
absolutely I'll give them a shot.
What stop do you get off on the Long Island Railroad?
Well, you know what? I know on the LIE it's exit 62.
Just checking.
Something like that. yeah.
Okay, thank you, Michael. Very, very good.
Oh, my
This is
pleasure.
very creative
Thank
gentleman.
you. Thank you. It's a pleasure to meet you.
All right, we got to march on. We'll be back right after this.